am going to try and no, I'm gonna give it from a multiple perspective, because there is the surface level of an answer to this question, but there's also a deeper layer, and I think I want to answer in a way that you guys can get something fresh, some new perspective, rather than what you will typically answer and typically get from various different experts. Because when it comes to the idea of stress, a lot of people, experts, would have the first hand answer would be, hey, there's good stress too, so not all stress is bad. Well, I'm gonna give from multiple dimensions of it, okay? So can a person be stressed and not realize it, Felix? So here's my answer to it. Yes. And and I'm a living example of it, right? So there's two facets to this answer. The first facet to this answer is the first context of this question can be this person is stressed and is not doing well, cannot cope with the stress, and don't realize that he is stressed. Another context to this question is this person is undergoing stress, but the threshold for stress is so high that this person doesn't even realize that it's there, and he's thriving, he's highly functional, completely, very well indeed. So I'm going to answer from perspective of the first one first. Okay, the first context. When I was operating my gym, I was going through a lot of stress. But as many of you who know my story knows, I didn't do well at all. I didn't do well at all. I was a wreck, and I was becoming a thorn in people's backsides, in my investors' backsides, in my team's backsides. I was basically an annoying person at that point in time, very annoying. And here's the thing: if you ask me back then, if I'm in any number of stress, I would say no. And the reason why that happened was because, you see, my stress was increasing on a very steady scale. Oh, Garrett, hi. You're the one who asked this question. The heavy love you've all been waiting for. Actually, surprisingly, a number of you are tuning in. I didn't know that this was an interesting topic. By all means, guys, keep on asking me questions which you really want to know the answers to, or at least you want to hear my perspective for. Then only I can answer right. Anyway, coming back to this one. So because my stress was slowly increasing, it was gradually increasing, I didn't really notice that I was, in pain. It's kind of like one of those things where if it's like frog, right? You put a frog in a boiling pot of water, the pot wouldn't realize, the frog wouldn't realize the temperature difference and slowly die. And likewise, you put the same frog in the freezer, the frog would also slowly die. So that was me. Okay. Now, the other context of it, which is the very idea that the stress is high, but this person's threshold is so high he wouldn't realize it. This is made popular. This concept was popularized by T. Harv Eker. T. Harv Eker, one of his webinar, I love it. He said, if a problem is here and you are here, what is this? This is a big problem, right? But if the problem is here and you are here, what is this problem? It's no problem. You wouldn't realize that there is a problem because you can handle it so easily. So over the years, I have kind of, and I think you can see this from many different perspectives of therapists and coaches and NLP practitioners. Basically, high functioning individual, you will be able to see this. They are very good at this thing called reframing. Reframing a negative situation into a positive situation, reframing everything which is bad into something which is good, a problem into an opportunity. So it is by this process. Oh my God! More and more of you are tuning in. Is this topic really that popular? Let me know next time when you guys are really curious about something. I'm really very interested to answer questions. Yeah, so high functioning individuals have this innate ability, has this natural, almost either natural or trained ability to reframe something which is bad into something which is good. So called they are positive thinkers, right? So because of that, and because they are able to be so chill and so cool at handling situations, no matter how bad the situations become, they slowly are able to. Maybe we just happen to be free. Yeah, maybe, Brendan. So they are able to solve problems faster. And you will notice this especially in reality TV shows. I was in reality TV show as well, MasterChef Malaysia. I was telling a friend the other day that the winners of all MasterChef's TV series, it's not that. I mean, they're incredible cooks, yes, but I will tell you this one thing. What I've noticed is that they actually do much better outside in terms of their preparation. They're able to do much better outside of the competition than they are within this competition. And basically what the winners of the competitions and the challenges, it is not that they are the best cooks. It is that they screw up the least. They screw up the least. Because seriously, a lot of the stuff, especially in MasterChef Malaysia, right? The dishes, what is special about it is the presentation, and I experience it firsthand because there are so many challenges which I fucked up. I fucked up so badly, and even the ones which I won, the challenges which I won, I know that I could do so much better outside of the competition. So what you guys see, like when you see people and you see their dishes and you're like so impressed by all of that, it is not that those are their best. It is their best at that moment in time. And the ones who won basically are the ones who are calmest. So basically they won because they're calm. They didn't win because they rushed. And that's the problem with a lot of people who are stressed, right? When you're stressed, you rush, you're in anxiety, you have this tendency to want to do more, want to take more action, want to rush things through, cut corners. You got no time. I got no time to sit down. I got no time to be still. I mean, rush. Before you know it, 3 years has gone by, no results, nada. And that's the reason why, I mean, if you have been through a lot of gamified training experiences, when I'm in how do I put it, there's a course which I go to, Frontier Training. I'm a lifetime member. So Frontier Training has about 24 different courses. Every single time we go into a game, right? My biggest breakthrough moment happened when I realized that the winners are just simply playing. They're simply having fun. They're not constantly under pressure, Yeah, they're under pressure, but they learn how to play under pressure rather than being affected by the pressure. So when you have this ability to play and be happy no matter what, then you have the ability to be calm and composed under pressure. Then you have the ability to bring out the best in you at any moment in time. So it's very important to be like that, to be able to thrive under pressure, not relying on adrenaline, but Brendan, you said sometimes I dislike gurus who preach take massive action, excel at all costs. Yeah, but you see, here's that bit which I think a lot of people don't miss to convey. A lot of gurus do not convey. Those gurus who so-called take massive action and do well, what they do is that they are actually thriving under pressure. They have that calm mind which I'm talking about. Imagine this. If I am someone who cannot take stress, when I'm under stress, I will either be taking wrong actions, or be reaction, or in inaction. So people who sometimes we make that mistake of going from inaction to reaction. or inaction to wrong action. People make that mistake all the time. But when you're calm and you compose, lots of action is inevitable. And not only lots of action, it is correct action, lots of smart action. It's inevitable. It's kind of like when you play a game, when you play a game and you're playing this game and you're having so much fun. And when you're having so much fun, you automatically, like, you get into that flow. In Hokkien, you call it jipsin. Jipsin, you go like, your eyes dilated, and you're so joyously playing the game that you're just having so much fun that all the actions are synchronized. And the moment you get distracted, it's like, hey, gone. Suddenly you have to slowly get back into the groove again. So joyously do what you love and accept whatever outcomes and tweak it further to make it work for me. Yes. Now, which brings me to the next point. What if you can transcend both of these contexts? Because those of you who have been to my webinars, those of you who have talked to me in person, you know that my philosophy of life is the philosophy of gamism. Gamism is a word I invented. I haven't heard any. And the reason why I see it that way is because, you see, can a person be stressed and not realize it? Who is the person? Who am I? Am I my body? Am I my materialistic? Am I my wealth? No, right? Am I my body? No. Whatever it is that I can accumulate can be mine. It cannot be me. This is my phone. But this is not me. But this phone contains all of my personal details, right? Yes or no? So I can accumulate money, but then the money is mine, but I am not my money. I am not my house. I am not my car. I am not my clothing. This is not me. This is just what I wear. My body is an accumulation of food. What about my mind? My mind is an accumulation of memories. All my past instances, all of my preferences, all of my belief systems. I am not my body. I am not my mind. The way I see it, life is a game. I am playing the game of life. I get to decide what quests I want to go to. I get to decide what skills I want to develop. I get to decide what boss I want to fight. So I am not the character in the game. I am the player who is playing the game. And this disassociation allows me to be able to play the game as fluid as possible. The reason why people get triggered so often, is because they're associating themselves with things. Now, I'll prove it to you. Think about something which will trigger you, and think about it, right? Hold it deeply within you right now, and think about whatever it is. Like, you will notice that whatever it is that triggers you, it triggers you because it is attacking certain facets of you. You feel that is part of you. So when those things which is attacked, you get triggered. So if I if I call myself a father, okay, if I identify myself as a father, if I'm a good father, the moment my family is threatened, I will get triggered. If I associate myself, if I say I am a rich man, the moment my money is threatened, I will get triggered. If I am a handsome man, the moment someone insults my appearance, I will get triggered. If I say I am a fit person, the moment something happened that disallows me to go to the gym, I will get depressed. So whatever it is that I associate myself with, whenever it gets threatened, I will get triggered or depressed or whatever problems in life, right? Or whatever emotional problem, it happens because my identity is being attacked. What is your identity? Who are you? Right? Think about it. Who are you? Who are you actually? Where can I find you? Where you are right now is your geographical location. But where can I find you? Is it here? Is it here? Right? Is it in your brain? So it's a big question, you know? It's a really big question. Now, which part of you gets stressed? Do you get stressed, or is it your mind gets stressed, or is it your body gets stressed? You see, if you drink a lot of coffee right now, okay, if I take this coffee, it's empty right now lah, but if I drink 5 cups of coffee, my heart palpitates. I feel shit, right? I feel a lot of cannot breathe, right? I cannot breathe, heart palpitation. When I get angry because I got triggered, what happens? Cannot breathe, heart You see, which is the reason why a lot of therapists say that when you're depressed or when you're having a lot of anxiety and whatnot, go and exercise. Why? When you exercise, you release those dopamine, oxytocin, serotonin, endorphins. All those hormones flood out, make you feel good. Your biology and your psychology is tied. Your physiology and your psychology is also tied. We learned that in NLP. So, Brendan, so you asked this question. If I want to get less triggered, I have to unidentify what I had held as important to me. No. So this is a question about duality, which I won't go into, okay? But there is a way you don't have to let go of what is important to you. So the idea is attachment. Okay, let me put it this way. Let's use stress as an example, okay? Let's use stress as an example. So when you play a game, imagine you play an RPG game and you go and fighting a monster, and then somehow a monster casts a mind spell on you, right? So what you get? You get a debuff. You get a debuff. Intellect -2. Right. So your character, the one that you're playing, is affected, right? But you as a player who's playing the game, are you affected? Of course not. Well, yes, if you let it. If you're attaching yourself with the character in the game, you're gonna get triggered. It's the same way like you go to cyber cafe and you play, and then suddenly you hear some people fighting because some playing CS:GO. You're playing Counter-Strike, and then somehow one player was sniping another player camping at the site, and then the other player got so upset, and then they started to throw keyboards at each other. So why does that happen? It happens because they have attached their worth, their personal worth, with how well they're playing the game. But the ones who don't do that, you feel that they're joyously playing the game, they're having fun. You know? They're happily playing the game, they're having fun. So likewise, this human body, right? This human body, this mind, this body, certain situations happen, and due to external situations, the mind gets stressed. The mind gets stressed. Does it mean that I, the true me, does it mean that the true me must get stressed? Something for you to think about. I don't. So I can observe, because I have adopted this perspective of gamism, I am able to observe my body, something happening to it. I'm also able to observe my mind, something is happening to it. But because I know that I am not my body and I am not my mind, I am not stressed, even if my body and my mind can be stressed. Does that make sense, guys? Like some of you are watching right now live, like typing it, like let me know. Does that make sense? Yes? So that is what I mean. So yes, can a person be stressed and not realize it? Yes, but let me tell you, it doesn't matter. But more importantly is, which is this person you're talking about? Is this your body? Do you identify yourself with your body? Is it your mind? Do you identify yourself with your mind? Or is it you? Who are you? Garrett asked, can you repeat what you said? A bit hard lah. I don't know. I say so many things. Which one do you want me to say? Well, basically, in a nutshell, um, who you are not your body, you are not your mind, you are because Garrett, I know you're a Christian. You can think of it as this: you are the soul that is housed within your body, within your mind. You are the mover. You are the mover. Oh, before the identify who you are part. Okay, so the question of can a person be stressed and not realize it? Well, is it your body which is stressed? Is it your mind which is stressed? Or is it you which is stressed? Who are you? So that is the question. If that doesn't answer, you can go ahead and watch the replay lah, and look for this particular minute. Then you can recap what I said again. Sometimes, like nowadays, when I do these Facebook lives, I don't prepare, so I just try to channel. And here's the thing which I want you guys to understand. When you see yourself as separate from your body and your mind, you will notice you're capable of crazy things. You're capable of crazy things. You are able to push your body all the way to the max. You're able to push your mind all the way to the max. You're able to accomplish superhuman feats, what people think of as superhumans. Like me, and when I do this Facebook Live, many people are like, Felix, why are you so persevering? Like, how are you getting so, like, how do you get so much discipline and willpower? Actually, it's not like that. It's kind of funny, isn't it? When we deal with life a little bit, so many people like, it's so tired lah, you know. But then they will go to play an RPG game, and then they can go and fight monsters for hours and still feel nothing. Why? Because of a matter of attachment. What are you attached to? That is the question. What are you attached to? So this attachment causes a lot of energy to be wasted trying to reframe things, right? Trying to see things on a better picture. There's a lot of energy being expended that way, trying to avoid things, right? People who try to avoid things don't understand that the challenges is the point. Your challenges in life is the point. Why do you try to avoid the challenges? That's the point. The whole thing about the challenges is that it is the challenges that makes life complete. It is the negative that makes life complete. Without the negative, the life would be so damn boring. It is the negatives and the problems and the challenges and the breakdowns that you face, the scars that you carry. These are what makes life worth living. It is not the good. It is not the good. So the people who are busy running after things or running from things, running due to things, so much activity, so much energy is wasted. So what about we go towards, what about we just experience? When I say we'll be in the moment, I'm not talking about being the flow, you know. Sorry, I'm not talking about be in the flow or follow the flow. I'm not talking about anything like that. Too many people are attached to what is good. And it is this attachment of enjoyment, this attachment of what is good that is making them miss the point. When you're so attached to the goodness, the enjoyment and things like that, you miss life completely. And so much energy is being spent to reframe and whatever not. But, you know, you can just experience life for what life really is. And when you truly experience life, when you truly see life for the way it is, happiness, unconditional happiness, which means that no matter what happens in your life, you are still happy, inner peace, right? This is not an attainment. There is nothing to achieve. It is matter of realization. When you see life from this lens, instantly, all mental health problems, schizophrenia, anxiety, stress, fear of failure, procrastination, perfectionism, all these issues are completely solved. All of it completely solved. Yes, thank you, Brendan. So what I'm doing actually right now is I have come to realize that my greatest gift to probably everyone, would probably be this perspective of gamism. I think this philosophy of gamism is something that does not impinge on any religious messages. I don't think so. And in fact supports a lot of religious messages, and I think that it is something that can actually help a lot of people. So yeah, I'm creating a webinar, an introduction to gamism, right? Introduction to gamism, that I'm gonna upload. I'm gonna shoot. I'm gonna upload. I'm gonna do it tomorrow for my private group in Unstoppable You, and I think it's really gonna be very very valuable. Oh, thank you so much, Garrett. One of my best talks, unconsciously my. So ask questions. That's why, guys, do ask me questions. I feel like I actually have a lot to contribute. It's just I don't have enough questions. So when you guys keep on asking questions, I get to do more of these Facebook lives, and the more difficult the questions that you ask, the more value I can actually give. So keep asking me questions. Anyway, time is up. I'm gonna leave now for my dinner. I hope you guys enjoy that, and if you guys do comment something and share it out. Have more people like available to this stuff that I'm doing. I really enjoy it. The more of you listening, the more I enjoy talking. All right. With that being said, I'm going. So be safe, stay healthy, stay you, stay true. I'll see you guys tomorrow, and until then, have a great evening. Bye.